In this episode of Kenny Cool, I'm going to talk about why YouTube is king as far as achieving the reach that you're trying to obtain to teach people about whatever topic you want to teach them about. For me, it's Tableau and Alteryx. So why is YouTube king? I'm going to show 3 or 4 aspects of that, and I'm going to go back to the beginning. In the beginning of my blogging career, I'm going to look over on the right hand side here. In May of 2013, about 6 years ago now, I wrote a couple of serious Dorkfest articles. One called X-Bar R Charts with Tableau, and one called Calculating Annual Sales Comps Using Control Charts. Seriously uninteresting articles. If you were in statistical process control, you might like them, but that's what I was doing at the time, so I can't really blame myself. But one of the things that I did in the beginning was I started blogging by making some training videos and putting them on YouTube instead of putting them within the WordPress article. And I did that for a month or two, and then I stopped doing it because I thought, oh, this is going to be too hard to keep track of the analytics of YouTube views and the analytics of the WordPress platform when I was running a secret scientific experiment to figure out how to be the best blogger I could be. So I quit doing that, but it was a good thing I did that because now I have a new insight that emerged over years that I'm going to share with you. So if we take a look at, for example, this article here using control charts, we have a picture and we have a link, and this link goes over to YouTube. So if you click this link, you end up going to YouTube. And I want to show, before I do that, I want to show you what the history of the article readership is for this one. So if I go over to my Tableau public workbook and type in control charts, I could see, whoops, I just blew it somehow. Oh, I hate when that happens, but no problem, we can figure it out. We'll do it again, control chart, show you how this is used, nice and easy. Here's the article, 345 views, 2 articles per day in 13, 1 in 14, you get the idea. Seriously uninteresting articles with no readership. A total of 345, take it all the way to now, it turns out to be 400 article reads of this. We got a little spike in there for some reason, but basically a dog of an article. If we were to then go over to YouTube and look at this, we can see that I'm not a very big YouTube person. I joined YouTube in 2006, so before I was doing blogging by many years, but I only have 55,000 views because I'm not a YouTuber. I don't write stuff. I have my link to my blog here, but what's interesting about this is if we go look at my videos and we sort these by most popular, what we find is that Dorkfest article right here, creating control charts, has been viewed for over 14,000 times. And in fact, we could see almost 14,700 times. It's mind-blowing. I have no idea why. And the other one, correlations, another 14,000. So right away, we could see that these first few articles that I did in 2013, there's a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, maybe 10 of them, are the majority of the viewership of me on YouTube, of 55,000 views. These completely obscure articles. Okay, so what does that tell me? Well, if people are looking at this thing almost 15,000 times divided by 400 article reads on WordPress, that means YouTube is 37 times more readership or viewership. 37 times, 3,700%. That is totally mind-blowing. I would have guessed no way that would be possible. So had I been, instead of writing all these hundreds and hundreds of technical articles, if I'd been just doing these YouTube videos like this one is, I would have reached a lot more people. That's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2. If you want to be really good at YouTube, all you have to do is play games. Now, I know that's silly, but I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to show you, we're going to run through a few examples. We've already looked at me with paltry 55,000 views, which I'm not even trying to do. Look at Andy Kriebel. Andy's a very successful Tableau blogger, millions of views on his blog. We look at his YouTube channel, and he's produced 158 videos and with about 1.7 million views. Very good, very nice. Andy does a great job. Let's ratchet up one. Let's go to Rich Roll, my man with health and nutrition. Rich started his work with podcasting at the time that I did, but he didn't use YouTube either for many years, and he only recently, in the last year or so, has started producing YouTube videos that go directly up when he creates new podcasts. Well, he's got 117,000 viewers with 7.4 million views, so he's got 5 times the viewership of Andy. But he's only been doing it for about a year, I would guess. Even though he started in 2007, I even predated Rich on my YouTube connection. We jumped to the next level, which let's go to a worldwide audience. Let's look at TED Talks. TED Talks has got millions of subscribers. I think 12 million, 1.3 billion views. Okay, that's a very successful YouTube channel. Obviously, worldwide readership. People are interested in this. Many great topics, but if you really want to be good, if you really want to make the cash on YouTube, which isn't my goal, but for a lot of people it is, you got to do something like Dennis. And you've probably never heard of Dennis. Well, this is Dennis, and Dennis has only been doing YouTube videos. Well, he joined in March of 16. He's coming up on his 3rd anniversary. Well, in fact, March 10th. Today is March 6th. So he's about 3 years into this. Okay, look at this. He's got, I think, 7 million subscribers with 2.6 billion views. A third of the world's population in 3 years. And if you looked at Dennis's channel, you would see that what he's doing is he's playing games of Roblox. And here's Dennis, and all he does is sit around and play videos. I like him. He's funny. He's engaging. But really, he just does unscripted videos. So finally, to drive the point home, if you want to be good, all you have to do is have a character voice and be like Cookie Swirl C. She has a character voice, and she plays Roblox again, which is a game that my little boy Jet plays. She joined in 2013. I started blogging in 2013. 10.8 billion views. She started with making little horsey voices and horsey videos, and she quickly figured out that making these videos about Shopkins is her game, but she also plays Roblox, and so she does all kinds of things, and so she's got 11.1 million subscribers. So kids all around the world sit around and watch these, and they watch them. I was watching a new Dennis video that came out, and within the first 2 hours of it being released, he had more than 30,000 views within 2 hours. That's the kind of readership, that's the kind of response rate that you can generate on YouTube. My last point, and this is a point that I didn't know about either. LinkedIn is a good platform. A lot of people there. I didn't really fully appreciate the effect of LinkedIn, but just to give you an example of something that recently happened. I published this year in January, I think, an article. It was a republish of an article about blood pressure data and how we used Tableau to help the doctor save my wife and baby from preeclampsia. And when I went and looked at it, I see that it's been viewed 99 times on the WordPress platform. And so 99 times in the past couple months. All right, so there's some viewership there. But when I go over to LinkedIn to look at what happened there, because my blog post goes into LinkedIn, I can see already that it's had 2,300 views. So 99 views versus 2,300 views. That is a 23-fold increase going into LinkedIn versus just WordPress. So not quite the effect of YouTube. YouTube's 37 times, but nonetheless, LinkedIn's a really good platform too. So if you want to spread your message, then you need to just do more than your blogging platform. You need to broadcast on LinkedIn. You need to broadcast on YouTube. And then for me, it's not about monetization, so I never do that. But if you have engaging content and you really want to spread your word, then do those things, and it'll take you a long way But the problem is you're never going to really be able to do the analytics on what's most successful, because it's really hard to tell what's happening when for example, these 2,300 views on LinkedIn over here, they never come through in WordPress. You never see that, so you don't have any idea that you're having that kind of impact in a different media. You have to go into that media to look at their analytics. And finally, the last topic I want to cover is, if you're interested in the analytics of blogging and doing the analysis of it, you have Google Analytics, you have WordPress Analytics, and a couple of years ago, let's see if I can find it here. Here, the article I wrote in 2016, Should You Believe Your Website? Traffic Data. And this is an analysis, a detailed analysis of the differences between the analytics as reported by Google Analytics versus WordPress Analytics. And I did a multi-month study here, and so you could read all about the differences between them, and you would think that they would be almost identical, but they're not. And I never could really conclude why. But nonetheless, if you're interested in that, there you go. You could look at the difference between Google Analytics and WordPress Analytics in that article. So that's more than I wanted to say. YouTube is king, LinkedIn second place, blogging's way down the list. Thanks for listening.